Alright, welcome to another video on the channel. In today's video, it's been a long day at work, so I just want to record a 25 to 30 minute technical session, some things to think about, some drills that I haven't shown on the channel, certainly in a while. I'm going to kind of weave those things together. So we're going to get going and I'll show you the drills, but we're going to address swing, we're going to address drive mechanics, and I'm going to show you how to integrate the drills into the steady state so that your steady state is intentional. It's not just, you know, sort of very goal oriented. We'll row for 30 to 40 minutes. Like, how can you bring these drills into the technique and use that technique in the actual sort of steady state rowing? So it's not just we're not just rowing, we're focusing in on that technique. So hopefully that makes sense. So we're going to go ahead and start off with a pick drill. So we're going to start at the release position, making sure that we're sitting on our sit bones. Like I said before in another video, if you're wearing a pair of jeans, make sure those back pockets of those jeans are facing the wall behind you. Imaginary jeans, back pockets facing the wall behind you. That gives you a good visual for where you want to be sitting on the seat so that you can pivot effectively around the hip. Okay, so we're going to start arms only in 3, 2, 1 on this one, and up we go, just picking it along. Going to make an effort to try to draw in a little bit lower than I normally do, and I want to be patient on that pickup, yet relaxed and sharp. So this pick drill is arms only to start with, connecting the hands to the feet. Even though the legs are straight, we're still connecting the hands to the feet through the core. And we'll go arms and body in 2. That's 1, 2, and swing. So we're making sure we're swinging around the hip. This is where I see things breaking down. So this is a great drill to kind of get that swing. That's it. And you've got my force curve up there in the corner, so you can take a look at how I'm applying force. Going to be patient on that pickup. Make sure I'm really connected before I appreciably go through that drive. There we go. Just swinging over. All right. And we're going to go quarter slide. So I'll just do a little break in the knees in 2. That's 1, 2 on this one. That's it. Really just a little break in the knees. And I'm working my body, my arms, the foot stretcher organically to try to finish everything together. It's really how that movement comes together, the activation comes together. And it's just a little break in the knees, quarter slide. Okay, now we'll go half slide in 2. That's 1, 2, a little bit more, swing. There we go. Good. Picking it up and then acceleration. There we go. My force application's looking a little better. There we go. So about where my elbows meet my knees is about that half slide point. Making sure I'm swinging over, getting to that body over position. Good, and we'll go 3/4 slide into. That's 1, 2 on this one. So we're almost at full track here. Good. Controlling forward. Swinging over. Feel my center of gravity move in this direction. So I've got that control as I inch this machine toward me. You sit on the seat correctly so that you can swing here, so that you can keep your stroke length, so that you can stay in contact with the footboard. It's all about having your center of gravity in the right place. And we'll go full slide in 2. That's 1, 2 on this one. There we go. That's it. So we're going to do a couple of pause drills on this. The first pause drill is we're going to pause every stroke at the body over position. So here I go. In 2, in 1, get ready, and go. There's that body over position. Pivoting at the hip, and now we can go. Swing. Pause, sit up, and go. Here we go. Pausing in the body over position. Just pausing for 2 or 3 seconds. Go. Making sure I'm getting my shoulders in front of my hips, and then softly breaking the knees so I can glide into that catch. Always patient on the slide. Good. Thanks for joining the row today. Hope you get a lot out of this. Half an hour swing, body over pause. I've got my lats ready here. My hamstrings are a little bit engaged. Getting those muscles ready, right? Everything above the hip is prepared. You see, I get a good connection on that front end. If I do the preparation on the recovery, things just seem to connect well at the catch. And then I can get that connection and then accelerate. Good. So what I'm going to do now is gradually phase out the drill. So I'm taking a little bit less of a pause each time. Until I've got fully integrated back. Here we go. Now we're continuous. Good. remember, be patient. Good. Good flow. So I'm flowing around the back end. Hands come in, hands flow out. Shoulders flow with them. It's always about the whole motion. All right. Gonna put in another pause here. This time a half slide. In 3. In 2. In 1 on this one. And I'm pausing at half slide, right? Now my goal is to just let this machine come to me. And I like this half slide pause drill because you check that everything's set, center of gravity here somewhere, and if you're in a boat, it takes a lot of control not to rush that last second half of the slide. So it teaches you to set the body, you know, getting that body set, just like at that pause drill, means that you're not going to dive down to the catch. What can happen if you don't get that forward body angle is the hands drop and you lose that control. So I find it helpful to put a half slide pause in. And you just learn that connection. Just being patient, right? Using the hamstrings, moving that machine. It's a subtle like drawer of the foot stretcher. You're not jerking it, but there is some element of bringing that foot stretcher to you. Good. Pause. Am I in a good, strong position? And it's simple. There we go. Nothing changes above the hip. If I've done my preparation, it's simply completing the slide and no change needed if I've done that prep early. My watch has figured out I'm rowing. There we go. All right, a couple more of these. Here we go. Accelerate, control, control. Here we go. We'll do one more. And continuous. Bring that patience in the slide. Into the catch. Good. There we go. Rolling it out. Staying relaxed in shoulders. Okay, gonna do a drive drill now where, now pause for a second. We are going to start with a little tap at the top of the stroke. So literally, all I'm doing is rolling the heel down. That's a tap. Okay? Then we move to about half the legs, a little bit more. Right? I don't want to try to use the body to isolate that. And now we go full legs, right? And this is a little artificial. But if we're just working on pushing the machine away, I'm deliberately not opening the body up. And the problem with this drill is it's not really where the stroke terminates. But sometimes we have to do the drill and then weave it into the organic hull. The next part of the drill is using the body. There we go. Good. Patience. So we're using the body about halfway to 3/4 of the way through the leg drive. So I get a nice little whip using the body weight. Yeah, I'm getting quite a nice curve there. And again, this is artificial because the stroke doesn't finish here. It finishes into the body. So now we add the arms. And what I tend to do now, after doing a drive drill, is go back to the pick drill. Pick drill. Because the way I coach is acceleration to this point. So I come back to that collection point. Sometimes when you do those catch drills and you're artificially stopping the stroke, you get a little hiccup in your force curve. So I always come back to the pick drill. Using that back too much, sorry. So now we add the arms back in. Back to acceleration into the body. And now I go quarter slide. One whole. Not legs and back then arms. One smooth application of force. Quarter slide, half slide, a little bit more. Here we go. Trying to smooth out that force application. There we go. Patience. 3/4 slide. Swing. Press. Use the body weight. Not too early, not too late. And full slide on this one. There we go. There we go. Still some work to do on the back part of that stroke. But I'm not trying to explode in that first inch. Trying to make sure I'm suspended before I go. We'll go for another minute. Then we'll do a series of drills and steady state. So what we're going to do for this final 10 minutes is do 2 minutes of steady state and 1 minute of drills. Okay, here we go. We're going to go 1 minute of body over pause and then 2 minutes of continuous rowing when we hit 20 minutes. Here we go. And pause. Here we go. Go. Pause. Go. Pause. Center of gravity. Pause. Go. Pause. Flow here, swing. Flow here, swing. Here we go. Good. 15 seconds. Yeah. 10 seconds left. And then we integrate the drill. Here we go, last one. And now 2 minutes of rowing. Go. Bring the drill into the rowing. So to do a check, am I getting swung over? Probably being a little bit too aggressive on the front end. I know I've overcooked it on the front end if that back half starts to show some convexivity to it. So I'm really working on that. Thinking about acceleration to here. There. There we go. There we go. It's a bit better. Seconds, we're back on the pause drill. Ten seconds. Here we go. And back to body over pause for a minute. All right, this brings the heart rate down a bit. So if you're seeing that your heart rate is going out of your UT2 zone, this brings it down. Time to technically refocus. Good. do enough swing drills. 10 seconds. All right, last one. Back to continuous. Two more minutes. We'll do 3 of these cycles and call it good for today. So we're into the second one. Not quite getting that catch right. Getting locked on, getting suspended, and go. 30 seconds and we're back to the last drill. Wasn't a great one. Ten seconds. You know the drill by now. Here we go. And pause. Swing over. Go. Get your center of gravity right. Ease into the catch. Good. Swing. Hand swing. Good. Feel that little pull in the hamstrings. Set. 20 seconds. Good job, everyone. Hands way past the knees. 5 seconds, last one. And continuous. Last 2 minutes. Put it all together. Flow. Good stuff, guys. Last minute. Swing, control. Swing, control. Seconds. So that was a good 29 minutes. All I've got time for today. But to recap, sitting on the seat correctly is key. Without that, we don't get that body swing. Without the body swing, we don't get the stroke length. And the preparation into the catch, once we get that right, and that body over position is, get my feet in, is that $1 million position. Like, hit this position, and then lots of other things come within your sight to control. Once you hit that, then we're into the catch, relax, boom, legs, organically bring the body through with the arms, try and finish the back and the arms together. So, hope it was helpful. So I'm enjoying putting these rows together, and I hope you're enjoying watching them. If you want some intensity in your rowing, you might have to go to other channels for that. I'm going at the pace I can, given health history, but I hope you're getting something out of it. And it's been a pleasure to serve. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you've made it this far, please subscribe, like, hit notifications, share the content if you found it helpful, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.